Hello world, my name is Mohit Deshpande, and I want to take a couple of minutes to talk about this new course I have up called Swift for Beginners. And the reason I'm talking about it right now is because during the pre-sale, there's a massive discount that we want to offer you. So instead of paying the full price of $47, during the pre-sale, you can only pay $10 and get access to the course videos we have now as well as those we'll upload in the future. So the reason we're having this pre-sale is because as of right now, the entire course isn't finished yet. There's still some things that I still have yet to either record or I have yet to edit and send out to Zenva. And Zenva is really hosting all this. I'm going to have the link in the video description so you can go and find this page. Right here we have the introduction video. As of right now, on my YouTube channel, there should be a couple of the videos taken straight from the course that I've uploaded, so they're up for free, so you can watch them and get a feel for how it's taught and what kind of material is taught. We're going to kind of go through this product description and the kind of the in-depth curriculum and some of the requirements. So right now you can see it's on a pre-sale, so you have this massive, it's a little under 80%. You get about an 80% discount. It's because it's not entirely finished yet, like I said. We're still publishing these lessons, and I'm going to be recording and editing them, and as soon as they're finished, I'm going to send them off to Zenva, and they're going to put it up here. So what is Swift? Real quick, Swift is Apple's new programming language that they announced at the Worldwide Developer Conference this early June. So, I mean, at the recording of this video, it hasn't even been a month since it's out, and we already want to be ahead of the game, trying to get you all this knowledge about Swift. So it's primarily used to create either iOS or OS X applications. So the way this course is taught, it's taught more of like a syntax-based and language-based class rather than having it tied down to particularly building iOS apps or particularly building macOS 10 apps. We're going to teach you Swift, the language and the syntax, so that you can use it to build both iOS and OS 10 applications. It's not tied down to any particular platform. The one thing I want to emphasize is right here. It's that no prior programming knowledge is needed to take this course. I try to teach it as if you're a complete beginner at programming in general. And you can see we have these course modules. There's the introduction. We start with constants and variables, move on to operators, strings, and then these under development types, that's where I haven't actually either recorded them or finished editing them. So those are still under development. But like I digress. Like I was saying, you really don't need any programming knowledge to really take this course or to get something out of it. So by the end of this course, we guarantee that you will be able to read and write Swift code. Now, that being said, if you do know another programming language like Java or C or C++ or the many out there, that'll kind of give you a leg up on the game, because the foundations that we lay out in the Swift for Beginners course in the first couple modules, you will have already known that from prior programming knowledge. But I just want to reiterate again, no prior programming knowledge is required to take this course. So in this curriculum is really sort of an in-depth thing. So these course modules are more of like a broad kind of category, and then this curriculum, like for example strings, it's just strings here. But you can see in the curriculum it's more in-depth. It's like string comparison, interpolation, mutability, concatenation, etc. So this curriculum will really give you a more in-depth view as to what we're doing, and it also reflects what videos that are already published up so far. And as for the requirements, you will need an Apple computer for this course, primarily because we use Xcode to code in Swift, and Xcode only runs on a macOS 10 computer. So in order for you to get this Swift knowledge, you'll need an Apple computer. Also, at the time of this video, Xcode 6 and Swift, they're kind of coming hand to hand, but Xcode 6 right now is in beta, so you'll need an Apple developer license if you wish to kind of just hit the ground running, so to speak. And in the future, this developer license will also get you access to the iOS 8 beta, all the iOS betas actually in the future, the macOS 10 betas, the all the Xcode betas and the new SDK stuff. So I mean, having that developer license is very helpful, but it's certainly not required. So it's the reason we're having this pre-sale right now, so we can knock down the price as low as we can go right now, so that maybe when it's published sometime in this fall, it's going to be published iOS 8 and the new macOS 10 10.10 Yosemite. Then Xcode 6 is also published along with that, and then Swift will be published along with that as well. So I just want to reiterate some points here. I want to reiterate that we're having this pre-sale and you get around 80% off, so I'd really say to take advantage of this offer right now while you can. I also want to reiterate that this is a course for beginners, so you really don't need any programming language. The reason behind that is so that we can teach anyone to write Swift code and learn the language and the syntax so that they can apply it to iOS and macOS 10 and build great apps. And if you decide that maybe after looking at some of the free ones that I posted on my YouTube channel, if you decide that Swift isn't for you, well, at academy.zenva.com there are a ton of free and premium videos already available on that. So maybe if Swift isn't for you, you'll hopefully find something on that site that is for you. So I really encourage you to check out academy.zenva.com. I'll have the link in the video description, or from the Swift for Beginners course, you can just click all courses and that will get you all the courses that Zenva has to offer. And I hope to download all the great apps that you build using Swift.